Have you ever looked at your partner and thought, I don't even know what we're doing anymore? Not in a dramatic breakup kind of way, but in a tired, hollow kind of way. The roles you've fallen into aren't feeling fair, and the way you relate does not feel like partnership. And even when things are calm, there's this quiet question underneath it all. Is this really it? Let's talk about why that happens and what it looks like to redefine partnership on your own terms. I'm Beth Pierce, a licensed marriage and family therapist who works with couples who feel stuck in relationship dynamics they didn't choose and don't know how to change. And here's the truth: most couples aren't falling apart because of one big issue. They're falling apart because they've lost the felt sense of being in something together. They don't know what they're building, and they don't know how to ask for what they need. And they've forgotten what it feels like to choose each other. For many couples, the idea of partnership started off so strong. You split things up, you have your rhythms, you figure it out. But as life layers on, parenting, careers, stress, those rhythms stopped working. And instead of adjusting together, you were both just trying to keep your head above water. One of you might carry the emotional load, the other might carry the financial pressure. And now, instead of two people in partnership, it feels like two people in parallel, surviving, coordinating, but not really connecting. That's when a couple might ask, what are we even doing? Is this fair? Why do I feel so alone? You don't have to keep reenacting a version of partnership that no longer fits. And you don't have to blow everything up to build something better. You can redefine what partnership looks like now, as you are today, with the life you're actually living. That starts with slowing things down and asking together, what do we want this to feel like? What would help us feel like we're on the same team again? And then making small, repeatable shifts to reinforce that. One of the goals I often share with couples is called the 5 magic hours. It's a simple framework from relationship researchers John and Julie Gottman. It's 5 small touch points that you can build into your week that reestablish emotional connection. Here's the breakdown. First, partings. Don't rush out the door. Take 2 minutes to connect before you separate for the day. Ask something real. Share something real. Reunions. When you come back together, take 10 minutes to really greet each other. Put the phones down. Be present. Next is admiration and appreciation. Say what you see. Say what you appreciate. Say it out loud and say it every day. Next is affection. Physical connection comes without an agenda. Hugging, touching, warmth. Offer that to your partner. Offer it as much as possible. And finally, date rituals. Even if it's just 1 hour a week where you're not talking about work, kids, or logistics, just each other and the relationship. These small shifts will add up to about 5 hours a week and create some real emotional momentum. Not because they're cute, but because they reinforce the partnership you're trying to build now. If the relationship feels off course, it's not a failure. It's just a sign that the version of partnership you're living no longer fits. And that's not the end. Let's call it the beginning of something more honest. You get to redesign this, but it won't happen by default. It happens with intention. If you're ready to stop reenacting an old version of your relationship and start building one that actually fits who you are now, let's talk. Schedule your free 45-minute consultation to see if we're a good fit. You don't have to figure this out alone, and you don't have to stop pretending that